toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Florida Gators, taking on another team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gators will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Off the play fake on first down. The sure hands, it's Howard. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Back to pass on second down. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on third and short. Got it in the middle, it's Howard. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range, it's third and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up first and goal.
Quick completion on the out. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Here's the heat. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Looking to throw on third and goal. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tiger.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw. They they get paid.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Shakes off the defender. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Hands it off. He breaks a tackle.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Dropping back, it's Lagway. It's complete on the right side. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This drive will open from the 15. To the air on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. They're working that left side. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Gators are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Touchdown Gators! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
And he tacks on the extra point. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll run it from the gun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. The 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Is ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so...
There he goes! Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Simmons. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
The offense changing the play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just a short pass to the tight end. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the kick.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give out of the gun. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. They've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands, and you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Might be calling a hot route. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. floating away. Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by 4 over Tulane. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Brown has it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Working that left side now. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Using the quick game. Turning it on. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick strike complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gators. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set here in the 2nd half as Auburn about to kick it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Just steamrolling the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Scanning the field, it's Flagway. Snagged out of the air. Breaks into the open. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He leaves it with the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
That's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Gators will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Flagway. Hit as he throws. Touchdown Gators! And the route is on. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the marker, it's Lee. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Simmons. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Fletcher. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Howard. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Caught near the sticks. It's Simmons. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The pitch. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. The defense won that round.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The give as they work on that clock. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going for a big play downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate, and late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. There he goes. Quick step and go. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. And the Gators look to keep this drive humming. They're going to ride this running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger. That last score just a little icing on the cake in this one as they get set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete to the left. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Watson. Turning it on. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And they are in for the score here late in the fourth quarter.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense, continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Florida. And the beatdown has ensued. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Will take over. First and 10.
One more play to pad the stats.
Tim, come on, set.
Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Fletcher. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.